Hello everyone, it is Shay in Silver Lake, Oregon. It is June 9th, 2026. The high today was 86. Currently it's 78 degrees at 8 p.m. The low tonight is going to be 50 degrees. There's an 11-mile-an-hour wind and I didn't do nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm so exhausted. I had Bodhi today. Oh, dang, what smells good right here? It's not the snapdragons. It's got to be the carnations. Oh, they're so gorgeous. Look how pretty they are. These are supposed to be, well, that smells like peppermint. Like a candy. I don't know. These were supposed to be giant carnations. And I've been growing these since like 2021 or 2022. Somewhere in there. I don't know. It's somewhere on my vlog. And these are not giant. These are tiny. Look at this. Tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Although those ones over there are gorgeous. Look how pretty these ones have bloomed today. Those are so gorgeous. And then we have this hot pink one back here. I have to get in there and clean that out. It's getting to be ridiculous. This looks really good today. Oh, what's going on, Scotty? Scotty, poo-poo. So she's all happy-go-lucky. She's in heat. That's always fun. So those look really good today for some reason. I did soak this area today just because it's been so hot. And like, look, all this stuff needs soaked. But my garden hose popped a big hole in it. And so I have like 0 water pressure. So I was like trying, I busted out that flex tape again. And look at these. Isn't that gorgeous? Those are so pretty. Look how big this is getting. Probably needs watered. So I didn't get any watering done. Oh, look at that's already fried up. I need to figure out my sprinkler and maybe just do the sprinkler. Go back to how I used to do it where I had the sprinkler. This is all getting bushy, so I need to get in here and clean this out. You better not steal any toys out of there. Let's see. I need to take these ones, this one, and this one. The other ones they won't really mess with. But these ones, they will. I don't know. It's kind of a floaty thing, so there. I don't think she'll stick her face down and try to get any of the other ones, but can never be too careful with this little child. Look how much that's bloomed. That succulent is so massive. What's up, handsome? What's up, you handsome guy? He's fixed, so I'm not worried about anything. Scotty, you be nice to him. Oh, my spinner fell. I need to fix that. It's just it was so hot, and then I had Bodhi, and I was just like, man, we played out in the water for just a little bit, and then he went in, and he took, gosh, I don't know, 2.5 hour nap, after playing for so long. I didn't even pick strawberries this morning like I usually come out here and have breakfast. But I didn't. Everything's so dry looking. But they've got to go through a drought. Although, look how gorgeous my sidewalks look. Like, look how pretty. Perfectly clean. I took the broom over them. So I guess I did that. I either did that today or yesterday. I don't even remember. But I took the broom. Ugh. Should have waited till sunset, but I'm afraid I'm going to fall asleep. I'm like seriously so tired. And I'm just going to fall asleep soon. So I was like, I think that is both cucumbers and marigolds that I guess now are growing together. They decided to grow. And then there's cucumbers on this side too. So maybe those ones are my cucumbers. They have to be because it's next to a trellis. So I don't know. I just don't know. Look how pretty this is. Wonder if it's got like a lot of pollen on it or something. But anyway, those two are out there looking for some kind of trouble. Yeah, I had my sprinkler on, and then I noticed that it was like no water pressure. So I was like, well, this isn't doing anything. So I'm going to have to disconnect my big, giant 125-foot hose. I mean, I've wanted to turn it. See, look, I've put flex tape all over it. It's got like 4 or 5 places, but there's another spot down there. And pretty much I need to, like, I've had this hose. I think I got this hose in 2021 or 2022. I've had it a long time. She's like been fantastic. I'm gonna poke a bunch of holes in it and turn it into a soaker hose. And I've wanted to run it like this so I can just cover this whole bed and that's just one that I don't even have to water. And then hand water. I used to run a sprinkler and used to do the whole garden, but I got tired of watering the sidewalks. I don't want the sidewalks watered. So, I don't know. When I lived in Medford, Central Point, the gentleman that I was boyfriend, girlfriend with back then, I don't have boyfriends or husbands because I'm Christian and, like, I changed my life back then. So, anyway, but he was kind enough to put this big, huge stake really high. And then it had a sprinkler at the top of that. And then on my garden there, it would just rain down. Like, he had it so high up in the air that I could turn and it was like this one cool sprinkler that would just lightly rain down, and it did the whole yard. Because of the way he had it so high that it would spring out and just do the whole entire yard. Loved that setup. That was like the coolest setup ever. But that wouldn't necessarily work for here because then it was totally different. It just wouldn't work here. Just wouldn't work because of my beautiful sidewalks that I love. I love all these sidewalks. I know that most people would just like either have raised beds or just have one continuous bed and be able to access it. But I want each individual to have its own personality, its own thing. I give up on this. And it's still wet. See, putting it inside this really changed it. That really made a difference. Look how big Chrissy is. Like, I mean, she's just glorious. I'm so glad that I'm finally done with the museum videos. Because now I can do more of an individual, like when I go and visit. It's a great place, especially if you live out here. Or Fort Rock, or Christmas Valley, or Summer Lake. If you live in all these little tiny towns that are kind of not really close together, but kind of. Because like Summer Lake's like a half an hour. And then Christmas Valley is a half an hour away. Fort Rock's like 25 minutes away, 22 minutes, something like that. But it is a great place to meet up with people, your friends, go out for lunch. Although they have that new lemonade stand that I'm really super dying to try. It's a great place to meet up and you know, walk around, stretch your legs, especially if you're driving through. We have a lot of people that come from Idaho. This is like a back way, 31, to get into Oregon or to get to I-5 or to head down to California. Like, so if you guys plan your trips out there when you're coming through, it's a nice little break from the car ride, get out, stretch your legs, walk around. It is so fun. Look, it's blooming. It's finally blooming. I only see a couple blooms. I don't see any of this stuff blooming. This stuff is what I think I'm supposed to cut back. But these are like the tiniest blooms. Boop, 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 boop. They're babies. Baby blooms. And I don't even neglect this one. I just complain about how ugly it is because I didn't know that I was supposed to trim it. But now that I know what I'm supposed to do with it, I'm going to cut off most of that dead and trim it back. I'm going to pull these out because these are starting to get all the beans on it. Had a few buds still left on it, so I wanted to kind of let that go. The bees love it so much that I hate taking these out until the very last minute. Oh, there's a bird right over there on the... He's watching me watch him. He's got a red chest. He's a pretty one. Go ahead, have some water. It's hot. Oh. I think they like that bird bath the best out of all of them. And I really wish I could find more. My aunt, that was just something that she had. And then the lamp. But I like that big basin. I might change it out and put this thing on top of it. And find something different. Because they really do like the water. Look at these two. They're just strolling around together. What you doing, Missy? Oh, he's so cute. Be nice to him. He's an old guy. You don't like... She had a bath last night. I think tonight is Bruce's turn. Lucky, as soon as he heard that tub turn on, he was like, gone. Look, I have still all of this. I really was going to work on it today, but I think I just did too much this week. And I just got too tired. I've just been fighting to stay awake. Look at these two. You guys are so cute. You're so cute. He's the cutest. Be nice. Don't play too rough with him. He don't like it. He's kind of an old man. Look at that gorgeous sky that we have today. Pretty soon, that tree's not going to look like a heart anymore. I can't, like, when he trimmed that up, that thing was bushy all the way down to the base. And it's taken a couple years to fill out. But man, he had trimmed that thing and it looked like the perfect heart. It was so cute. He's selling his place over there. I don't know if this house is for sale, but I do know that the lot on the other side, because there's a house that somebody actually lives in, that one's for sale. And I forgot to tell you that Airbnb's is listed now. I don't know how much. I don't want to go on Zillow or Redfin or whatever it is and check. I seen his over on Redfin, I think. It was like 223,000 or something like that. But I think it comes with like 3 lots, or it's 2 acres or something like that. It's a big plot of land. He owns quite a bit. And I think he's trying to move closer to facilities, hospital facilities and things like that, because he's getting older. And he's got a daughter that's in her mid-40s who's autistic nonverbal. And I think he just wants to make sure that she's got, you know, medical care right faster, because she is getting older. And her mom passed away in 2020, in November of 2020. Not from COVID, but like I think it was a heart disease or something. But so he wants to move closer. So I hope somebody that does buy it, I think this property piece comes with it. I think it's both. This would have to be completely redone, like the roof would have to be redone. I don't think anybody's lived in this house since 2019 was when the last time somebody lived in it. And he's cleaned it up a lot. Remember, there used to be a couch on the porch. There used to be all kinds of stuff on the porch. But he's like been slowly getting it more and more cleaned up and selling it. Used to have 2 travel trailers on it. Now it's down to the 1. So, you know. Anywho, got some bloomage going on. And thank you guys so much for watching my museum videos. I'm glad that that was a real good test for me to try something different for the vlog. That was cool. And I'm glad you guys liked them, and I got such nice comments back from it. Like, that was cool. I'll try to find another something else that I can, like maybe the crack in the ground, Oregon's Grand Canyon, they call it the crack in the ground. I could maybe make a trip over there and check that out with you guys. I don't know, do some more history stuff in my area. I know more stuff in the coast, because that's where I'm originally from, is Bandon. But, you know, that's way over there. That's 5.5 hours down the mountain. Scotty! Be nice to him. All right. Peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, month, second, year. You know the schmeal. Don't forget to rewind and be kind. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Look at that sunflower right there. That thing's going to be a beast. Or it's just going to get a really big head on it and be like 2.5 feet tall. Because that seems to be, these are the shortest sunflowers I've ever grown. I usually grow monsters. Absolute monsters. This year's just been so crazy with the weird spring, you know, that we've had. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, bye.